Hello my friends, this is Cindy Medina, your admin for this group of the Mexican Revolution by National History and Genealogy. I am saddened to announce that our friend Agustin Villa from Mexico City, General Francisco Villa's grandson, passed away. It was announced by their sons, Francisco Villa Garcia and Martin Villa Garcia. Mr. Agustin was loved by people all over Mexico, including South America, the Caribbean, everywhere he could reach out and talk about activism, history, and the revolution. He will be missed, he is loved, I miss him so much. Those people that have been following me for a while, and especially my close friends, know that I was in Mexico City in November. And I spent several months over there working with the Villa family, including Mr. Villa Campa and Mr. Villa Betancourt, and also just talking about the commemoration of General Villa's death coming up in 2023, and doing all those binational ties that we have to do here in El Paso, Texas. I'm very saddened because this pandemic is taking people, good people that should not be gone too soon. And it is what it is. We have to continue taking care of ourselves and just remember our loved ones. Agustin is very, very loved by many, including me. I just had a good cry right now, and it's been real hard. I just want to share a couple of stories. When I was in Mexico City, Mr. Villa was so humorous and so loving, including his wife Letty, and his sons too, and I spent New Year's and Christmas with them. And I knew there was a purpose of me being there. I always thought, what if I'm supposed to be spending the last months with him? I did ponder that for a minute. I go, this is too special for me to be spending so much time with an amazing individual and his family. A lot of people can be Mexican Revolution enthusiasts, but do you really get to spend time with a direct descendant of Pancho Villa? And his father, Trini Villa, happened to be John Wayne's double in many movies in Durango. So I knew it was a special time for me, and I did have it in the back of my mind. I'm like, am I supposed to be here for a reason? Is he gonna go away? So when it was confirmed, it just was very hard on me. But Mr. Villa shared a lot of stories with me, personal stories. I was at his house with his family, and a lot of stories that come directly from his father and Pancho Villa and so forth, including his grandmother Manuela Casas. And I am so fortunate to have heard those stories, and a lot of funny ones, and just a lot of stories that I'll never forget, pictures that we took. We had many lunches together. He took me to a bosque there close to Mexico City, Bosque de las Monjas, I recall, I forget, going towards Toluca. Those from Mexico City know what I'm talking about. And I spent that weekend with his son and his wife, Eddie, and just too many amazing memories that I'll never forget. And I'll share a little rough story, rough because it's funny, but rough at the same time. And that was Mr. Villa, and like they say in Spanish, no tenía pelos en la lengua. He said things to you as they were. Don't mess with him. You mess with the lion. You're gonna get it, right? And so he was telling me one time he was in Durango, and he was having a couple of years ago, and he was having a great conference there for the Villismo, and some lady just came out of nowhere and was looking for him, all upset. ¿Dónde está el nieto de Villa? ¿Dónde está el nieto de Villa? And one of the people there, next to Agustin said in Spanish, hey, te andan buscando, hey, they're looking for you. And Mr. Villa was like, well, what's going on? And this lady came up to him all upset as can be. And of course, the revolution wasn't easy. A lot of positive and negatives occurred, on all angles, not just the Villistas, the Federales, the Carrancistas, the Huertistas, everyone. But she had it in her heart that she had to come and yell at him and because apparently her grandfather was killed by the villistas and hanged for it, whatever reason. But she was very rude at the event, right? So you don't come and do that at an event. So she came up to him and said, su abuelo mató a mi abuelo y vengo a cobrarle, or something like that. She was all upset, you know, making sure she did her due diligence of confronting him. And she was screaming and just being real rude to him. And Mr. Villa, just being Mr. Villa, answered her, me está reclamando de por qué lo mató mi abuelo. ¿Sabe qué? De seguro lo mató por ser un, and I won't say the bad word, but he said a bad word. So that just meant, you know, my grandfather killed your grandfather there was a reason for it, you know, it was a revolution, so don't come and mess with me. Don't come and no vengas y me reclames, you know, as if I had something to do with it. And if my grandfather killed him, there was a reason. So the lady immediately just took off, you know, and just didn't look back. She knew she had messed with the wrong Villa. So that's the Villa that I remember, the one I got to meet and spend time with. You know, someone that just, you know, from what I heard from him and his kids, he just didn't take any slack from anybody. And I think that's any descendant of any revolucionario. If we tap into that energy, we don't take any slack from anybody. And if you know, another story of Mr. Villa, we went to visit someone, him and I, in Xochimilco, in the hills of Xochimilco, like right by the ejidos, and we had to go up, real up and hidden somewhere. I was like, where are we going? Where are we going? He goes, well, we have to go visit someone very important, Cindy, and I need you to go with me. And I'm like, okay, you need me? I felt like a villista at that moment, right? ¿Usted me necesita, señor Villa? Bueno, vamos, adelante, vamos, no me rajo, vamos a donde me tenga que llevar. So ahí vamos, you know, we're going through the ejidos, all these short roads in Mexico City and by Xochimilco, and then we go up some narrow streets. Oh, it was a whole ordeal for me because I'm not familiar with the area. We get to the house and they serve us dinner, and we're having dinner with a very important person. We were talking business and things for the Mexican Revolution Project, and I knew that, you know, he trusted me enough for me to be sharing that time with him right then and there. And so that comes to prove I earned his trust, and I was able to be there with him in meetings with him, his sons, his brother Tomas. We had a meeting, Tomas Villa, and all his committee for the Fundación Villista. I was there with them, and so I'll never will be able to be so grateful for such a great individual that opened his heart to me. And all I can do is be a better person because of him, that I was able to befriend him, and we were friends, and just go at it, at everything that I'm doing. People that know me, I'm independent. I move alone. I am not, you know, partnering up with corporations or anything like that, because I need to be able to do this and knock it out of the park and just get things done. And so I appreciate all the support from friends, institutions, encouragement, and sponsorship. It's been a challenging time trying to get things done, but now I know that I have been doing the right thing. And I know I've been sacrificing my family so I can be doing the traveling and all the networking that I'm doing. And if I can do anything for the Mexican Revolution, I will, because I am part of that Mexican history here in the United States. And then obviously everyone else that knows, I also promote other history like New Spain history and so forth. But right now, the Mexican Revolution is it's a little strong, and it's going full throttle. So I am not looking back, and I will continue moving forward. And I am recording right now from La Casa Clandestina de Villa here in El Paso, Texas. And in a bit, I will be recording a video that will be very special for Agustin Villa. Que descanse en paz, te queremos mucho, te amamos, te queremos, te respetamos, y estamos seguros que estás en un mejor lugar junto a tu papá, Trini Villa, y tu abuelo, el general Francisco Villa. Y le mando un fuerte abrazo a toda la familia Villa, a Martín y a Paco y a su mamá Leti. Los quiero mucho y estamos en contacto muy pronto. Gracias. Y última cosa, perdón, también en nombre del empresario Enrique Guajardo, que está muy al tanto de todo lo que está pasando, también él manda su pésame a la familia. Muchas gracias.